Okay, step number one in this system is your bottom rail. It's important to get that nice and level. Try and get it just so there's no ups and downs in it. If you get this nice and straight from the where to go, that's going to make your installation process a lot easier. So once you've got that on, the first block's ready to go. So you'll see you've got like a groove in the bottom of the foam. That lines up with the pin on the bottom rail. So just pop her on there like that. And you've got your wall brackets. That's pretty much what's going to hold this all back with your stud work. So it's a good idea just to put a little bead of silicone on the back edge of that pin. Put all your cotton on. And it screws back to the wall like that. Once you've got your first block on, you've got these alignment joiners. They go in between the blocks and on top. So it's a good idea to put a little bit of silicone, just a nice little bead on the back edge of that groove before you put that on. Then you can tap him into place. And then before putting the next block on, put another little bead of silicone at the back of that. Hasn't got to be massive, but a nice consistent bead. Yeah, just to create that water seal. Then your next block's ready to go on. Line him up with the groove at the bottom. Tap him into place. And for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to space these wall brackets the same width as these little joiners. So once again, a bit of silicone under your bracket before you put him on. Back to the wall. Silicone under the bracket again. And then same as the vertical ones, the horizontal ones, just a little bead of silicone along the back edge, that groove, across the top of the brackets. Tuck the joiners in. And then you're ready for the next level. What I also do is once you get that first layer of blocks on, I just run a long straight edge across the top of these, and if you've got any little ups and downs, especially any little rises in the blocks, you can just take that out with a stone disc on your grinder just to keep that first layer nice and flat, so as you go up, yeah, you're nice and level. So once you've got them joiners in, another bead of silicone right across the back. And then the next block's ready to go. And again, tap them in, a little bead of silicone under the bracket. Silicone down the groove again. There's your alignment joiner. So as you can see, it's a very simple system. It goes together quite easily. But as I said, that bottom rail is probably one of your most important things. The other thing is, before you start anything, so make sure your stud work hasn't got any, big bows in the timber, so just make sure that's leveled and straightened before you start. That'll make the whole process a lot easier. So yeah, same again, just silicone on the halfway across the groove sort of thing, and on the top of the brackets. Silicone again, across the back of them, just like that. And really, that's about all there is to it. It's quite simple. In the next video, I'll show you how to do the grouting in these grooves. That's also quite simple. So yeah, I'll that'll be the next video. Thanks for watching.